Have you ever really stopped to think about the invisible networks that literally power our entire world? The signals, the data, the energy, it's all run by these huge corporations. But what if it wasn't? What if we could build it all ourselves, from the ground up? A totally new blueprint for our physical world is taking shape, and yeah, it's powered by crypto.
I mean, think about it for a second. Who actually owns the cell towers connecting your phone right now? Or the massive, power-hungry data centers that are storing all of your photos? The servers streaming your favorite shows? The truth is, a handful of giant companies control the physical hardware that underpins our entire digital life.
But that's starting to change. A new vision is breaking through, one where this critical infrastructure isn't owned by some faceless corporation, but it's actually built and owned by the very people who use it. We're talking about a truly decentralized future for the physical world.
Okay, so let's get into what this is all about. The name for this revolutionary idea is DePIN. And honestly, it might be one of the most exciting and tangible use cases for crypto technology that we've seen to date. So DePIN stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks. And at its core, it's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea. It's about networks that use crypto tokens to give people like you and me, a reason, an incentive to contribute our own hardware. That could be anything, a sensor, a router, even just spare processing power from your computer, to build and operate a shared network together.
Now, what's really cool is how new and fast this whole space is moving. The community literally chose the name for itself. It started out being called MachineFi, then it morphed into Chipin, and then in late 2022, the community held a poll and DePIN won. It just goes to show you how truly bottom-up this entire movement really is.
So, why is this model such a game changer? Well, first off, you've got collective ownership. No single company can come in and create a monopoly. Second, the operating costs are incredibly low because we, the contributors, are the ones maintaining our own gear. Third, it's way more secure. Think about it. With no central server, there's no single point of failure for someone to attack. And finally, it just blows the doors wide open for innovation by making it so much easier for new people to build things.
But how does this all actually work? What's the secret sauce? Well, the magic is really in the economic model. It's this token-powered engine that keeps the whole system running and growing.
It's called the DePIN flywheel, and it's designed to create this self-sustaining loop. So it starts when contributors like us set up some hardware. Then users come along and pay for the services that hardware provides. Maybe it's Wi-Fi, maybe it's data storage. Smart contracts handle everything automatically. And for providing that service, the contributors earn token rewards. And those rewards, they incentivize more people to add more hardware, which makes the network stronger, which brings in more users, and boom, the flywheel just spins faster and faster.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but let's see what it actually looks like out in the real world. Because this isn't just an idea anymore. DePIN networks are live, they're growing like crazy, and they're providing real services today.
Most DePIN projects kind of fall into two main buckets. First, you have physical resource networks. That's where the hardware is providing a service in a specific place, like a wireless hotspot. And second, you have digital resource networks. That's where people are sharing resources that aren't tied to one location, like computing power or file storage.
A perfect example of a physical network is Helium. People set up these small hotspots in their homes or offices, and together, all of these little devices create one massive decentralized wireless network that anyone can use, for way less than a traditional cell plan. It's literally a cell network built by the people, for the people.
Now, on the digital network side, you've got to look at Render. You can basically think of it as an Airbnb, but for computing power. It connects people who have powerful graphics cards, GPUs, just sitting idle, with artists and AI developers who desperately need that power for super complex tasks. It's like a global, decentralized supercomputer.
And then you have Akash, which is a decentralized cloud computing marketplace. This is a direct shot at giants like Amazon Web Services. It offers cloud services that are often cheaper, more flexible, and way more censorship-resistant because they're running on a global network of providers, not just one company's data centers.
So look, these projects are not just some niche experiments. They are the leading edge of an absolute infrastructure revolution. And the numbers behind this movement, they are staggering.
Okay, get ready for this. Between April 2023 and March 2024, so just 1 year, the total market cap of DePIN projects grew by an unbelievable 326%. This isn't just hype.
We're talking about a massive flood of real value and investment into building real-world stuff.
And this chart just puts it all into perspective. In less than a year, the market just exploded, going from just over $3 billion to nearly $12 billion. That's not a gradual trend, that's a rocket ship. And it signals a massive shift in how we think about building and funding the very foundations of our world.
You know, for years, people have been asking, what's the real use case for crypto besides just speculation? Well, DePIN is the answer. It's proving that this technology can be used to coordinate people on a global scale to build valuable, tangible things in the physical world. It completely changes the narrative. Crypto isn't just code, it's infrastructure.